Good morning, Karen. Hi there.
Hello, how are you?
I'm great. Welcome to the programme. Now, today then, representing the Guide Dogs for the Blind, you're going to give us a bit of a top 10.
Yes.
Not quite the same as Fluff Freeman, Alan Freeman. I've worked with Alan Freeman, you know.
Have you? No, not quite the same thing.
No.
It's, clients, guide dog owners who go out and about in the county with their dogs often come across lots of obstacles and things. And I thought what I would explain today is what those top 10 things are. So sort of leading on the top of the board in number 10, if we do it in Alan Freeman style.
You want the music as well? You'll get the music if you're not careful.
It is uneven pavement. And that's, you get the lift of paving slabs and things, and it can cause a trip hazard, and that's one of the things we've had clients fall over.
It gets us, people that are perfectly well sighted as well, doesn't it? That?
Yes, I know.
Gosh, the times I've tripped up,
Yes, definitely. And number 9 is cyclists on pavements. Now, cyclists, really should be out on the road and not on pavements. And when a cyclist comes along the road, it can be a bit intimidating for the dog and for the guide dog owner.
Now, do you know if that applies to every bike? Because I would have thought there are such things as pavement bikes for children. So. Where's the sort of the change there? Do you know?
Yes, I think they would be a lot slower, and they generally wouldn't be going very far away from their parents. But it's the young teenagers that sometimes fly through without actually thinking about where they're going.
Well, it's making me think of skateboarding as well, really, because that's ridiculous the way they go around some places.
Yeah. And then it's about leaving the cycles on the pavement. So when they nip into the shop, they just abandon them outside the shop, kind of thrown askew. And, that means that can be quite a trip hazard. The dog's got to go around it, which means sometimes they may have to go into the road to do that.
Yeah, that's more likely the children that do that, I guess, isn't it?
Yes, definitely. And then we've got roadworks, which is a bane of everybody's life, not only for drivers, etc., but actually it's the pavement's been dug up by councils and other service providers, and it's when they're not barriered off properly has been a huge problem. We've had clients that have fallen down big manholes that haven't been barriered off, and that's quite a big, serious thing. So that's a bit of a scary one, really.
Mm-hmm.
And then broken glass. We've had lots of dog injuries on their pads with broken bottles and glass on the pavements. We've seen that quite a lot. And then number 5 is chewing gum. I know there's lots of campaigns out there that chewing gum to be put in bins, etc., not on the floor. But it's not nice. It can get stuck in between the paws of dogs, and also, yourself when you tread into chewing gum. It's not a nice thing.
I think that's an ongoing problem for everybody, and we end up treading it into the office here, into the studios, and we don't know where it comes from, but it's out there on the pavement somewhere, isn't it?
I know. So then number 4 is just street furniture. So, cafes that have the tables and chairs outside, the A-boards that kind of selling whatever the service is, can be a bit of a problem because it can impinge onto pavement. So that's a bit of an obstacle and we have to teach our dogs to go around those obstacles. And then we've got the top 3. So the top 3, I don't know if you want to guess what the top 3 might be.
You covered so many things there. I'm almost sort of completely out of ideas. I really don't know. Would something be the traffic, perhaps?
No, the top number 3 is wheelie bins.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah. These are all obstacles, really, then, aren't they, Mary?
Yes. Yeah. And that's, we've tried to work with councils so that when the wheelie bins get collected and tipped out, that they actually place them back, because we all have a duty and put the bins nice and neatly in front of our hedges and in front of our walls, but when the council come and collect the bins, they kind of don't leave them in a good place after they've emptied them. So that's a bit of a campaign that we're trying to do with them. So then coming into number 2, which everyone can help out there, is parked cars on pavements. It leaves a very, very narrow gap for the guide dog owner and a dog to walk through. And if it's too small a gap, the dog has to take the person off, out, round the car, into the road, and then back onto the pavement. And obviously that's quite a high risk in terms of the guide dog owner's got to know about the traffic awareness so they don't get run over when they do it. So that's a big one.
Right. And we're down to the last.
Down to the top one. So the biggest thing that guide dog owners find very frustrating is overgrown hedges.
Really? That's amazing. I'd never have thought of that one. I mean, yes, it's in there, but, I wouldn't have thought that was the one. But how amazing.
Yeah, they've had twigs in their eyes. They've had, the people leave their hedges to overhang. Now, we do teach our dogs to recognise an overhanging branch, but they don't always get it right. And a lot of clients and guide dog owners get knocked from hedgerow.
Yeah, well, it's at a different level, isn't it, for the dog owner as opposed to the dog? So that's got to be sort of quite a...
And sometimes, you don't cut it tight enough so that then it takes over some of the pavement, and again, then the dog has to go out in the road, which is always a worry for us.
Fascinating. Well, that's been great telling us about that. And just for the moment, remind us how we get in touch with you, and we'll chat again with some other aspects of this another time.
Okay, yes, you can contact us on www.guidedogs.org.co.uk.
All right, thank you very much indeed for joining us. Cheers now.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.